Hi everyone, this is a video just to help get you through this week and everything that's going on and tips and tricks and all that stuff. So the first thing I want to start with is due date 4 is due this upcoming Saturday. Due date 3, we're almost done grading it. The only grading that still needs to be done is basically the quiz slash reading, whichever you did, homework, and that should be done tonight. Um, so otherwise, you can look at the grade book and everything should be there. I do want to say people are still struggling with the power of process readings and assignments. Those are the ones that you are asked to go answer questions about. A couple things. One, go if you're still seeing zeros and you think you submitted them, chances are that it is because you did not finally submit it. There's like extra buttons to click. Go watch the video I posted on January 23rd and it shows that. Now, some of you did not earn full points for it. So let's go over to content here. You'll notice now down here on the left in content, there's a revise and resubmit power process thing. Basically, it does not allow me to allow you to go do it again. So if you did not earn full points on one of the power process, and I'll continue to add them here. What you can do if you would like to revise and resubmit it is come in here and basically you do the assignment again. So that is kind of the price you pay for not earning full points. And once you've done that, go ahead and email me. And just email me, Shelly. I'm the one who's giving you this opportunity, and I will regrade it. I will also say, though, that for due date 3, I was the one who screwed up and did not make them annotating. And if you come back and redo it, you will be annotating. But again, if you have questions about Power Process, especially if you earned points but not all points, feel free to talk to me. And this is where you will redo them and have the ability to earn up to the full points. Okay, so power process stuff. Let's look at due date 4. This week, in terms of the content with film art, you'll be focusing on cinematography. That's kind of, it's one of the major things on how film works. This is one of the formal elements that film is different from other types of narratives, especially alphabetic text, aka novels, books, short stories. So it's important that you pay attention to this and understand how it works, especially those of you who've never taken a film class before, because this is the type of language I expect to be seeing you use. I mean, when you talk about narrative, you can talk about narrative in different modalities and generally the same way. But once you start talking about film, you need to talk about things like cinematography, editing, sound, visual, audio and visual things become important. So yes, pay attention here. Last week you finished reading the short novel, novella, whatever you want to call it, Jekyll and Hyde. Part of the reason I picked it is because it's shorter. I know people, heck, I almost would have preferred to do Dracula, but that beastie's long. Jekyll and Hyde is short. Now you will be comparing Jekyll and Hyde. This week and next week you'll be watching videos. This week you'll pick one. Next week you'll pick another one. You only have to watch one of the videos. You have options. And then you're going to post about the video, you're going to reply to 2 people, and then you're going to have to post a reflection. And the important thing is post in the discussion board area that's associated with the film you watched. So make sure you read this homework carefully. And just again, remember you're only doing one of these discussion boards. You're not having to do them all. The only reason you might have to move into other ones is because if other folks aren't posting and you need to go reply elsewhere. Now, you will have a reading about adaptation this week. Hopefully you've started to see that you're getting those readings. This week, the power process, the reading is, it's not OCR, optical character recognition. It's just an image of it. So 1, you may want to click on and actually download the PDF. It'll be easier to read. And 2, in the power process, all you'll be doing is answering questions. But you'll notice that some of the questions ask you to reference page numbers. So make sure you do that. And this final homework is just you selected what text pairing. So, book and film that you will be studying for the rest of the course. So basically in this course, you focus on two, Jekyll and Hyde, everybody, and then everyone selects one. Um, and you need to start reading that, especially if it's a longer one. You need to start reading that. I'm going to quickly go up here on the left where it says course projects. Again, you can find the assignment prompt linked from here. I just want to give you, this is kind of your last chance. If this week you go find the text that you want to read, so for example, um, you found World War Z, or you found, I'm trying to think of another one that's, oh, Battle Royale, Battle Royale. Both are really long books, and you're like, oh, that's longer than I thought. I don't have time to read that. This week, if you decide you're like, ooh, I don't have time to read that, email me and I'll happily switch out your text for you. The ones that I'm going to quickly suggest that you might want to consider, obviously, Little Red Riding Hood up here with Freeway. It's a um, Casino Royale by Ian Fleming is a short novella. War of the Worlds isn't that long either. We Can Remember It For You Wholesale, the short story that Total Recall is based on, is a short story. So those are all shorter texts. I Am Legend down here also is a shorter novella. It's not quite as long. Other ones, well, I was going to say don't be fooled by some of the graphic novels. So like Sin City, if you do Sin City, you have to actually read 3 graphic novels and they're full graphic novel length. Watchmen is a longer graphic novel. Um, and then if you do Scott Pilgrim, again, graphic novels, but you have to do all volumes 1 through 6. So just, I don't want you to be seduced and go like, ooh, I can do a graphic novel. It's shorter. They're actually longer texts. They're, like I said, the ones that you should look at if you're really thinking in terms of if you're a slow reader. The short story We Can Remember It For You Wholesale and Little Red Riding Hood and their matching films, but also Casino Royale, War of the Worlds, and I Am Legend are all kind of novella length. They're kind of more along the length of Jekyll and Hyde compared to a lot of the other novels. So if you decide that you want to pick something, you want to switch to something shorter, feel free to contact me. And I will say, just because I'm a Philip K. Dick fan, there are a few other films based on his short stories. I'm not going to tell you what they are. However, if you do find one and that's what you would rather do, again, email me and chances are I will let you switch to that because I like them. I've read them all. I've watched them all. Okay, hopefully this gets you through the week. And I appreciate all of your hard work and look forward to start seeing how you are thinking about the films and the books that you pick for your own research.